Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live chat tonight. I'm so happy to come your way. I'm excited for this conversation. I mean, it's been an active period, very busy period. We've just finished celebrating our Christmas. I hope your Christmas went well. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a relaxing holiday season and you had time to reflect on the year and make some plans for the new year. My Christmas was amazing, truly amazing. I had the honor of hosting some friends and family. It was hectic, but it was fun, and I had a lot of joy from hanging out with the people that some of them that was the first time meeting, so it was exciting meeting them, and some of them have been on and off friends and family. It was amazing, and I'm grateful for everything happening around the time. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for the people I get to hang out with. I'm so grateful. You know yourself. Thank you so much for coming over. It was fun, even though it was it was chaos. It was chaotic. All right. So now we're counting down to the new year. How many days more? Today is 27, so 3-4 days from now, we are going to be in a new year, and that is exciting. But sadly, for some people, it is just a change of dates, a change in the calendar. So now it is 2024. We are writing 2024, and a few days from now, we'll start writing 2025. And for some people, that is about it. That's just what it is. Nothing more to look forward to. And that is what we are about to change tonight with this conversation. I mean, that is what I hope to achieve, to give you pointers or to share with all of you pointers of what we can do and how we can make the coming year truly amazing, truly transformative. All right. So the starting point for anything is to really understand where you are, how you got to where you are, and what you can do about it. So that calls for reflection. If you came in the year with plans, with goals of what you want to achieve, this is a good time to sit back and check, what did I do right? What did I not do right? What went well? What did not go well? What can I do about what did not go well? What can I improve about what went well? This is the perfect time to do that. So if you haven't got your plans out, this is the perfect time. We still have a few days before we start the new year. So this is the perfect time to do that. And if you did not come into the year with any plans, it is never too late. You can always start. I mean, doing life without a plan is like embarking on a journey with no destination in mind. How would you know when you have reached your destination? How would you know when you are close to where you are going? You don't even know where you are going. So yes, by all means, put something in front of you, something to look forward to, something to aim for, something to aim at. Put something, it doesn't have to, well, it's a good idea to put something on paper, but even if you don't put something on paper, have something in mind. This is what I'm doing this year. This is how I'm going to do it. I mean, we'll talk about the approach and everything, but for starters, have something in mind. What are your plans? So this is a good time to put something in place, have a plan, reflect on how this whole year has been. If it's been great for you, what can you do to make it even better? If it hasn't gone well, what did not go well, and what can you do to change things, turn things around, and make things better? All right. Starting a new year will also be a good time to try something new. I mean, for some of us, life has always been the same old, nothing new, nothing excited to look forward to. And that makes life uninspiring and boring. And that sometimes is the reason why you don't even want to aim for anything, because there's nothing exciting about tomorrow. There's nothing exciting about the new year. If you start the practice of looking forward to new things, trying new things. It doesn't have to be massive things. It doesn't have to be anything scary. It could be something as simple as going to a place you haven't been before. I mean, wherever you are, there might be tourist destinations that you've never visited before. In your own country doesn't mean go outside, or sometimes within your own area there are things that you have no idea they exist. This will be a good time to start exploring your environment and start exploring new things. Is it new hobbies? Maybe something you used to do that you haven't been able to do for a long time because maybe you haven't had the time, but now you have a bit of time. So this is a good time to pick up that hobby or pick up that interest and start doing it. Personally, I think I'm going to be reading a bit more this coming year. I mean, this new year. I used to read a lot, and then for some reason I put that aside because I got busy. I just couldn't make the time to indulge in that interest of mine. Now that I have a bit of time on my hands, now my kids are teenagers, they are a lot more independent. I have a bit of time on my hand. I plan to go back to reading and doing other things that I used to do that gave me a lot of joy, but I haven't been doing it. So look at some of those things. It could be brand new things, starting brand new hobbies, or something you used to do that you enjoyed that you haven't been doing. Revisit them and see if they are still a good fit for you, if you're still getting good vibes out of them. So this is a good time to start looking at exploring new opportunities, new interests, new hobbies, and things to spice up your life. I mean, they said variety is the spice of life, isn't it? So anything to just spice up your life, that's what the aim is. Things to keep you going, to get you moving. So find something new, something exciting to look forward to. Again, start taking care of yourself. So prioritize self-care. Self-care doesn't have to be expensive. Sometimes for some of us, self-care is just taking a good rest. Like sometimes we keep going and going and going and never taking a moment to even catch our breath. So this coming year, be intentional about taking care of yourself, taking care of your mental health, taking care of your physical health. If that means eating better, eating well, sometimes because of the hustle and bustle of modern day life, we don't even make time to eat proper meals. We just grab something on the go and then we are gone. By the time you come back home, it's too late to eat anything healthy, and then that is it. It comes. So maybe your kind of self-care might just be intentional about cooking nutritious food and eating, or spending quality time with your family. If that is what energizes you, do something that gives you back that feeling of you caring about yourself. Personally, for me, rest is always a good self-care for me, because I never seem to have enough of it. Like, yeah, so I will be intentional about having quality rest, quality time off, just to relax and just to reboot and refuel. So find what works for you. Take your personal care, your self-care seriously this coming year, and stop prioritizing everyone else above you. You also matter. If you are not there, the things you care so much about, there will be no one doing them. So take care of yourself first, and then you have the energy to take care of everything else that is important to you. So yes, let self-care be one of the important things this coming year. And then relationships. Some of us need to establish new relationships, find new people to hang out with. It can't be the same old, the same old toxic friends that have not inspired you. Why would you want to? It doesn't mean throw them away, but it means starting or being intentional about who you hang out with this coming year. Look at your plans and who or what kind of influence you need to keep you going. And it doesn't always have to be physical people, like people in your physical space. Sometimes it's about reading from your role models. In this day and age, because of the internet, we have access to the lives of the people we look up to. Maybe might be following someone who inspires you on social media and then learning from them. But by all means, surround yourself with people who inspire you. This coming year, it can't be the same old. We've gone past that. Now we are being intentional about taking back our power and making the year what we want it to be. So if what you want it to be is progress, look for progressive people to hang out with. If what you need, maybe you are doing well in the progressive side, but you need a bit more fun in your life, look for people who would bring that lightness, that fun in your life. So yes, be intentional about your relationships this year. Anything that drains your energy, be intentional about how much time you want to give it. I mean, avoid unnecessary drama and unproductive relationships. Just make sure you are intentional about how you are spending your time and the people you are spending your time with, because at the end of the day, time is also a resource. Just like you will not want to just throw your money around anyhow, you shouldn't also throw your time around anyhow. Time is an important resource, and it's even more precious, because once you lose that time, you never getting it back. I mean, if you lose money, you can always work for that money back. If you lose your time, that is it. You're never getting it back. So if you are spending your time, make sure you are intentional about how you are spending your time. And then another thing is to give back. Find a way to give back. You'll be surprised how better that makes you feel. I mean, apart from working on my online business, I also work for a charity organization, and I know firsthand what volunteering do to people. When people come volunteering, I know the satisfaction, the joy, and the personal fulfillment they get out of it. So maybe find a cause you care about and help with that. Volunteer around your community, or find something. Sometimes it doesn't, when we say give back, sometimes the first thing that comes to your mind is money. But giving back can also be just giving attention to something, to someone, giving an earring, giving a shoulder to something, giving a bit of your time to support someone. There are a lot of lonely people in our communities. Your giving back might just be being that person that would make sure that lonely individual feels a bit cared for, So find a worthy cause, find a charity, find something that means something to you and support it. I mean, by giving that attention to that other thing or that other person, you realize you take the focus off you for a moment, and then you can, sometimes the pressure of you taking care of you can be a lot. So when you take that attention off you, it refreshes you, and it just gives you a lot of joy and energy. And sometimes you being in that position to give makes you appreciate what you have. Sometimes we take the things we have for granted, but the things we have, others are praying for it. So when you do charitable works like that, it brings to the fore your blessings. It makes you appreciate what you have a bit more. So yeah, find some charitable causes to support, or find a way to give back. And then be flexible about things. Life doesn't always have to be like black and white. Sometimes there are gray areas. You have set your plan. Focus on the plan, but be flexible about how you achieve that plan. Because in the course of the year, things might change. Maybe by the time you set up your plan, the prices of things were at certain level, and all of a sudden there were hikes. There's a recession where you live or something, and things are not going as planned. Be flexible about the approach. Find other ways. The goal is still there, but the approach to getting to the goal can be flexible. So don't stress yourself when things don't go your way. Just be flexible and know that there is always another way. Find a way around what you are doing. Just know that it is not just one way. There are other ways of achieving that same thing. So be flexible and give yourself the grace to explore other ways. And then celebrate your little wins. Sometimes we waiting for the big thing to happen so we can celebrate. But every small achievement towards that big goal is worth celebrating. So whatever it is that you are doing, make sure you are celebrating your little wins. I mean, and the celebration doesn't have to be massive. It doesn't have to be big. It can be little things, minor things, but something that makes you feel celebrated, so that when the going gets tough, your mind, it's kind of a trick to your mind. Your mind is looking forward to something. You have set something as a reward for yourself for achieving this. So even when the achievement is becoming difficult, because of the celebratory thing you set in place, because of the reward you have set for yourself, your mind would actually urge you on to go so that you can receive that reward. Over the last week I went out and I found this amazing new perfume. I really wanted to buy that perfume, but I decided, you know what? I'm going to make that a reward for myself. So now guess what? I'm working towards a goal. And anytime I feel like slacking or anytime I feel like giving up, my mind goes straight back to that perfume. Like, I really have to get it. So yes, I have to complete that task so that I can go get that reward for myself. And sometimes it's something as simple as that. Like, you have given yourself an assignment or a task. I need to achieve this goal. And when I do, I'm going to do this for myself, and see how much that alone spurs you on to keep going. So yes, as we get into this new year, little things just to spice up your life, little things to bring variety in your life. Don't go around with the whole world on your shoulders. I mean, life can be fun. As much as life is a serious business, it can also be fun. So yes, these tips, I believe, will help me. I'm going to implement most of them, or maybe all of them, to be honest. And as I do, I hope you also implement some of them, and we share our journeys along the way, because every now and then I'm sure I'll come back to evaluate, to just check in to see how we are getting on with our plans. So yes, these are some of the things I hope to implement in this coming year, just to make the year a bit more meaningful. I don't want to get into the year with nothing to look forward to, and then at the end of the year I just look back and I'm like, what did I do this year? So we are stopping that. It's been that way. I mean, for some of us, it's been that way all along, but we are changing things. So yes, this is what I brought you today. I hope it helps. I hope you can pick a thing or two to implement to make your year truly meaningful. And from me and my team, I mean, Christmas is over, so I don't think wishing you Merry Christmas is the thing to say, but I wish you a happy holidays. You are still in the holiday season, and I definitely wish you an amazing new year. May this coming year be truly transformative for you, your family, your friends, your entire tribe, the people you flow with. Let this year be that year that you look back and you say, truly, this year has been amazing. So yeah, this is the little bit I brought you. It's me, Elfrida, from Melbourne Digital Consulting. And if you ever look, before I forget, if part of your plans for the new year is to start a new business, you know who to contact. You can get in touch with me, and I'll show you how we do our business. I'll show you how to get started and how to succeed in this online space. I mean, it's a massive step to take, and sometimes you need someone to hold your hands to show you the way. So if that is something you want to do, how to contact me. My business page on Facebook is Melvin Digital Consulting, or just go to melvin.com and leave a message there. I will get back to you, or comment under this video and I'll surely come back to you. So from me and my loved ones, it's Merry Christmas or Happy New Year, whichever one. Bye for now. Thank you all for staying with me. Thank you for staying on my life, for staying on my page, and for supporting me on this journey. I truly, truly appreciate all your support. Thank you. Bye bye for now.